good, famo? It's your girl Gigi aka Inko Sazania Sekasi. But like I said, in 2024, we go by different titles, and this year, guys, I have decided that I am the new age Cleopatra, and welcome to POV, baby. And you know what? You guys cried. We heard your cries, and everyone was just like, guys, we need to hear Zah on her own. We need to learn a little more from her. She is our moral compass, and I'm proud to say that we finally have our show together, where we're spreading love, spreading spiritual talk, and everything you need to know about what realm you're in. Zah.
That's right.
Zah.
Yeah,
our moral compass. Shout out. She's back in the building.
In the new year.
How are you, baby?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm so grateful for a lot of things, and I'm looking forward to the new year. But most importantly, I'm looking forward to what is happening now.
Yeah.
Right. Since you've mentioned it as well. There's a couple of things I'm doing, but where spirituality is concerned, that is my primary work.
Yes.
And that's why we are right now. So I'm looking forward to that. And that's basically that on that. That's it.
And we're done with a lot of things, and that's like small time people, because we got big girls in the building today.
That's
okay?
what's up.
You know what time it is, okay? By popular demand, I won't lie, somebody almost like punched us in the face when we were having a team meeting about who we're going to have on the first installment of POV with our new shows respectively. I don't know if you've watched the one with Slim and I. It's come out.
Yes.
Bali and I also, and of course you and I are cuddled and boot up.
Right.
So I'm happy. But today we introduced, she's a shaman, she's a dream interpreter, she's an overall spiritualist, she's a life coach, and I'm getting big sis vibes. So I absolutely am honored to bring you guys, by popular demand, Gogo Palesa. Listen, the boys are yelling louder than the girls. So I just want to mention that, she is beautiful inside and out, but already I'm getting the heebie-jeebies. If anyone knows what that means, it means like there's something crawling on you. Like you can just feel that there is a spiritual energy in here today. So thank you so much for honoring our invites. It means so much to us.
Thank you.
And I think a lot of questions will be answered today. As you can see, she's brought in her extensions of her. And anyone who sees this come in, uber scared, because you know what time it is. She's about to read us with filth, guys. So I'm really excited to have you here, and you strike me as somebody very different, because we have a lot of people running around social media, scaring people, throwing monkeys at people, like they're seeing snakes in people's houses, like you're going to wake up sleeping next to a gorilla. And you come in this pretty floral dress. You're so humbled, so down to earth. You come in with different tools even. And I'm sitting here thinking, how were these even shown to you? Who are you? Where did the calling begin?
So thank you so much for having me. What a great honor. And listen, I mean, even before we started, the energy here, you guys are just awesome.
Shout out.
So obviously the energies are aligning.
Yeah.
So already that's good, because I mean, even before we started shooting, I started burping, so which means my people are saying, hey, we're ready.
Yes! I like
and
it.
They have joined with your people, know. So that's beautiful, because it already is setting the tone for the sitting, ne?
Right.
So so as you did say, I am a universal spirit. I am a vessel. I have learned not to judge. I have learned not to choose. I have learned not to put the ego in front, because on a spiritual journey, the most important thing is to humble yourself.
That's right.
Learning, because the ego needs to die for the soul to awaken.
Come on.
There's no ways two nations are going to rule at the same time.
Yes.
And for the ego to die, it means that pride, doubt, fear, insecurity, excuses, judgment,
come on,
hate,
yes,
envy, self-doubt. Those are just demons that are here to bully us. And we are not here to be bullied, are we?
No, never that.
We all are here to stand in our power, to stand in our purpose, and to stand in our light. It's a very difficult journey. That is so true, though. It's a difficult journey.
It is.
But I remember my driving force was when this gift and I was promised, don't worry, because I was losing everything. I was losing absolutely everything, material things, and because I get it at that time, and at that point, I'm still I'm still a little child who thinks all these material things they don't even come from God. And I'm thinking, I'm working hard. Hey, nothing like I got the Beamer, I got the Benz. Hey, yo, got it coming. Well, it's about Habari, shock of a lifetime. Yeah, it hit me when I started seeing all these material things move away from me. And today I say thank you, God. But then I was so angry at him. Honestly. But he has to cut you down to pieces first. You have to crumble. He has to break you down to so that he can build you from a new foundation. Right. But I'll tell you, my biggest motivator was they kept saying, "No, don't worry. Everything will come back." My soft life must come back. And I said, as long as I'm still able to look pretty, as long as I smell good, I'm clean.
That's right.
Can I represent God the way I am?
Come on.
Because I get it with the misconceptions. They're dirty with their dirty cloth and this and that. I'm like, because we've only been taught misconceptions.
Yes.
Misconceptions, forgetting the power that we carry in our own roots, identity, culture, traditions.
Yes.
Okay?
Come on.
That's the power that we carry. God is just saying, guys, take it easy. It's really, really not that deep. All I want is for you just to go back to your roots, to go back to yourself. Remember who you are. Go back to who you are, because I've made you this way. I've put you on a very wealthy land, which is Africa.
Yeah,
we don't
very
need
rich.
We have everything.
It's true.
So and I remember I just kept saying, it's fine. I just want my soft life back. That's all.
That's it.
We'll do this thing as long as the soft life comes back. But little did I know that soft life actually is the inner peace that I was looking for. The inner peace. Because now that the soft life is back, I don't care about those cars anymore. I don't care about those, those flashy things, because they don't make me. Inner peace. Inner peace, listen, you cannot fake it, you cannot steal it, you cannot fast forward it, you cannot borrow it.
Yeah.
You must go search for it. It's there for you to grab it.
Yeah.
Because we all have this void. You always have this void, and we want to fill it up with material things.
Yeah.
We find ourselves overindulging.
Yeah.
Alcohol, drugs, sex, doubt, fear, anger. And then the void is still not filled.
Yeah.
All you do is you wake up with a hell of a hangover.
And you feel worse than you did the previous day. Yeah.
Totally.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
And then Kanti, that void will be filled by spiritual nourishment.
Oh yes.
Spiritual nourishment.
Yes.
You'll keep running away from yourself. Looking for whatever that you're looking for, and you're not gonna find it. Just come back home.
Yes.
Come back to self-love. Come back home.
Okay. Can I just ask something there quickly on that note, right? So when you say come back home, you mentioned earlier about people searching. So would you then say that looking inward is where you find peace and love, as opposed to looking at external?
Absolutely.
Okay.
But also looking inwards, you need to know what it is that you're looking, what's going to help you look inwards.
Come on. Yeah.
God will always have his team, his spiritual team there for you to help you, direct you into your path.
Yes.
Yes, God must remove everything away from you, but also he must, so that you have nothing else to
look at but that,
because how far let's get plan when there's no plan, there is no plan whatsoever. Because I remember with me as well, when there was no brother, he took away my income, he took away my he took away everything. You saw, and I'm like, oh, okay, actually I'm only left with God. I'm like, I'm left with you alone. Sorry. And I was just left with him. I'm like, okay, you know what? You will never leave me go bending.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Come on.
Let's do this.
Okay.
23 years later, we're doing this. We're still doing it. You know? And when it came, obviously, because we did not grow up with wisdom and knowledge in our spirituality, in our culture, in our, you know. So I remember my family were like, hey, what? Hey.
What's that?
But I'm dreaming of your parents. So I'm dreaming of... No, my parents are Christians. Hey, I don't know what you're talking about. What's that? Hey, okay, it's fine. And it got worse. The third eye kept opening. I kept seeing things before they happen. I kept hearing things. I'm forever transcending, but now because everything is so chaotic, you know? To another person, you're going crazy because we'll be sitting like this, and I'll be seeing my grandmother, grandfather.
Yes,
and I'm seeing them because I get my third eye is open, so I'm seeing them and I'm having a conversation with them, and you guys will be like, and yes, because I was not aligned. You know, everything and absolutely anything and everything that I would do was intensified, enhanced, because I'm different.
Okay.
So all I needed to do was just come back to me and embrace me.
Oh, yes.
The minute I did that, I embraced me, then the journey became bearable. The minute I let go of the ego, the journey became bearable. But also the fear of the unknown obviously was there. But
naturally, it's like
right?
that. Like,
fear of the unknown.
For me, the scariest thing is that, like, we talk about it all the time, right? And angazi ukuthi ubekwe phi. Kodwa mina ngibekelwe la ongibona khona. You know where she proudly, you know. And every time I go there, I feel like I'll just go and not come back. You know. Every time I'm there, certain things happen to me where those who know me, like, I've got this thing where I need to go there. I need to go there. Like, this year I have not gone. I know that I need to go there. I need to go to the sea. I need to go. Like, there is something wrong with me until I get there. The scariest thing is knowing that that's not happening to anyone else. That is happening to you. People will look at you like you're crazy. You probably just want a holiday at the beach.
Yes.
Unless, you know, I've got a very supportive structure of a family because we come from a lineage of healers. So at least one of I understand what the ubangan ba mangithi hey so many ham so many phuthum like Durban, I cannot go there. We know why we can't go to Durban right now.
I can attest to that.
The flood
and that's my hometown.
You know what happened during the flood. You know what was taken from the sea. We cannot go there. So we will go somewhere else. And it's so difficult trying to explain that and living in the 21st century where Gogo, you have to constantly give excuses for your spirituality because you're scared people are going to throw stones at you. But then I'm going to go back to this. And this is my biggest issue right now. People have made spirituality seem so scary. So scary. Like, for me, I'm even scared. Like, you see the beat game, guys. Some people are uncomfortable with that. The communities that I exist in, you know, I work with people from different walks of life, and I was speaking to my younger sister about it as well. It's like, some people are not comfortable with that. Like, it's I don't want to say it's intrusive, but it's like people have a perception on why you're wearing those beads. And I mean, I was looking at your beads now, and you saw your beads are like very colorful and very nice and very cute. Mine are like black and white, blue and white. And you know that's where I come from. And the minute you wear that, it can rub off on the wrong way, but in the wrong way. But then I'm also saying to you that our peers are not doing the right thing. Our peers have made this thing look very scary. You know? Where Zah, who's more like you, very universal, she's well versed in different like religions, and you know, she has more insight than I do, even like on spirituality. We sit there and she's like, look at your people, you know? Why do you think that's the case? Is that like trying to gain traction? Is that like because some people even would say, they're not real. Let's go there. It's 2024. Let's go there. Absolutely. They're not real. Like, how are you going to scare somebody into spiritual? How are you bringing your kid? You understand? We all say it's a spiritual awakening. It's a spiritual awakening. People are dreaming. People are seeing. People are feeling. But then there's somebody like saying, hey, I can kill you in your sleep. You wake up next to a crocodile, and I'm not gonna go look for that. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to, basically what I'm asking you is, what is your take on the new age Nyanga, Sangoma, prophet, shaman, and do you think that everything is still within the lights? Because if there's some things that are corroding in the world, I mean, we have Gaza going on, we have Ukraine going on, we have crazy things that are happening in our world that we're just like sitting there, we're just like, this is not normal. Surely there is something wrong with spirituality now.
Okay. So that is why education is very important.
Thank you.
So what do we love the most? Like, universally, money. Spiritually, money means wisdom and knowledge. When you see money in your dreams, it means that God is saying, I'm going to bring some wisdom and knowledge to you. But maybe you'll have a question and you're seeking answers, and then you see money in your dreams. Then and just pay attention to it from now on, and you'll know that what's going to follow is some answer that you're looking for.
Right.
So money represents wisdom and knowledge.
Yeah.
Right. And we love money. Money is important to us. So knowledge should also be as important to us.
Yes.
So we are not all called to be sangomas, prophets, ministers, or whatever it may be. Inyanga, but we are honestly called to go back to our roots, to go back to our culture, to our identity. Because when you go back there, then you'll get to understand the truth of who you are. And what beads represent, what color represents, what this animal represents, what this represents, so that you will not find yourself falling into the wrong hands of spiritualities. There are too many spiritualities.
There is.
That stuff has got me messed up on another level. It's got me messed up on another level because there are water chats. I know water is a good thing, but when water was being spoken about on that thing, it was a bad thing. I don't know. I heard about young women. I heard about virgins. I heard about pubic hairs. I heard about fish. I heard about everything in a 3-part series on a European channel. So I mean, the reason why I'm telling you this is because some people are feeling like he's being attacked for his power as a man of God, but then there's also his child who's saying, this man used to beat me black and blue and put me into what was dungeon-like, and then, you know, are they still real people? And are these real people? And I mean, have you met any real people?
Okay.
Other than yourself?
So, there's the left side, which is the yin. There's the right side, which is the yang. The left represents negative and dark. The right represents positive and light. The left represents female. The right represents male. The idea is to balance them. Meaning, be comfortable with your weaknesses. Be comfortable with your strengths. So that you know when darkness calls you and you gravitate towards it, you know how to come back immediately to the center. That is why education is important. So I'm grateful for those people who represent darkness and who are more than happy to share their wisdom and knowledge with this darkness, because it proves to us that there is darkness. And it proves, and then at least, because there are a lot of people who are so oblivious to darkness, they think they will never be cursed. Your biggest downfall is believing that now you'll never be cursed.
You're untouchable.
You're untouchable. Oh. Because that is when that curse is going to work on you, is working on you. Yes. You know, so thanks to those people who represent darkness, because they're giving us wisdom and knowledge and tools to know, okay, that's not for me.
Yes.
Right? And so that's why I am not for judging. But I can also not represent what I'm not. Yeah. So I cannot answer you on that one. I represent the path that I've been called to travel. I'm not saying I'm better. I'm happy that I have been called to travel the light side, because for you to walk into on the light path, you must have come from darkness, because that's ignorance.
Right.
I get it. Now, I was never taught by my family spirituality, culture, whatever. I just figured things out on the way. But for the majority of time before I got into the light, I was in darkness because I get yo, ziyawa, hey man, you know, and because darkness is hard to ziyawa in darkness, right? Ziyawa at night.
I have a question.
Yeah.
With regards to the question that Gigi asked, so I'm just following through with that question on that right tip. So, I understand that the conversation is about spirituality, and it's so informative, and that's ultimately the reason why we're here. And it's so important because for me, spirituality needs to be taught.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's why education.
It's so important.
Absolutely.
But we have what we call dead spots, where in certain rooms, maybe in the bedroom, if you have Wi-Fi in the house, it's called dead spot because the Wi-Fi can't reach that area, right? So how I relate it into spirituality, right? With posing the question based on what we've spoken about, is that my question is, there is spirituality, and then now I understand that there's African spirituality. Can you tell me what the difference is, if there is, if there is?
Okay. So I believe that we are all spiritual beings. Whether African spirituality, European spirituality, Chinese, Asian spirituality, we all are spirit. Because the fact that you have two people living in you, it's the ego and the spirit and the soul. It's the inner person and the outer person. The inner person is the spirit, is the soul. The outer person is the physical, the ego. So we are all spiritual. But it's only up to you. But God has a way of getting your attention. And once he gets your attention and then you roll with him, then you will walk onto the path of discovering more about yourself. Because I always say that God is everywhere.
Right.
We must explore God everywhere.
Yes.
God is not only here. God is also here. God is also here.
Right.
So I cannot separate the two and say there's African spirituality. Spirituality is spirituality.
Nazoki. Thank you for saying that. Now, right? Now that leads to my second question. My second question is, would you say that spirituality is a person, if a person believes in spirituality, it is a person that only believes in God? Would you say that spirituality could be even a person that does not believe in God, right?
Definitely. It's spirituality is timeless. Spirituality is limitless. Spirituality actually is freedom. Okay. You cannot only it's spirituality is not prison. Do you understand? Prison is when you say no, God only, or no, Amadlozi only. No. I refer to God because I prefer to use him as the anchor. Yeah. But God to another person could be this.
Yeah.
God to another person could be this.
Yeah.
It's this spiritual journey is a personal journey.
Right. It's personal.
It's a personal journey.
I like what you just said. Personal.
We cannot be indoctrinated in one way of thinking. Imagine if you were forced to think with just one side of the brain.
That would be weird.
How are you going to even walk with just one side of one leg?
Okay. So with that being said, would you then say that religion, and often when people say religion, the first thing they think of is Christianity, and there's too many.
There's too many.
Would you say that then religion is not supposed to be a thing, or do you understand the cons, or the pros of religion? Because I'm asking this question because religion and spirituality in essence supposed to be intertwined.
Absolutely.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So we all have our own personal takes.
Absolutely.
And doesn't mean that your take means that if it doesn't match mine, you're falling short of something. It only means that that's the wisdom you have at the time.
That's true.
You could either be open to mine or just disagree to mine, to what I'm sharing. Right?
Yep.
That's a yes, right? I love that. Come on in this place. So I'm just saying, Uguti, understanding the importance of that is actually a thing, because Islam is a religion. And many people might shy away from Christianity, but they'll fight for whatever that's happening in the Middle East everywhere and be like, yeah. But they are hard. They're about the law. Till today, from the beginning of time, see, what is it? The ladies wear
hijab.
Yeah, yes, that.
Yeah.
You understand? But as a universal spirit, since you are that, I'm also that. Even though my primary roots are being a Christian by faith, but I can see the intertwinedness between Christian by faith and indigenous tribal.
Yeah. And I think that is the biggest downfall, where some people want to choose one over the other, right? I feel like you mentioned something that's very important. You mentioned there's the ego, the super ego, and then there's your external, right? And your external is what you practice to be able to, for there to be an outcome. So Zah might fast, I might meditate, you might uhlabe, you understand? But it doesn't mean that the greater source is different or less than. We understand God as different things, to a point where we were speaking a few weeks ago with Penwell about Buddhism and the idea that God was chopped up into so many things. There's the God of fertility, there's the God of money, wisdom, whatever, gods of different things, but ultimately it's all one source. But in practice, then it becomes a different thing. I mean, I have an uncle who's Egyptian, Islam. Listen, if you cook bacon in his house, you're dead, and my mom absolutely loves trotters, particularly the pork ones. But when they're together, it doesn't affect anything. There is a common God, but it's just in practice where it becomes different and an understanding.
Yeah.
But then there's that commonality that goes back to the super ego, that is the spirit. You know what's right, you know what's wrong.
Right.
That's why you can denounce what's happening in Gaza and say, that's wrong. Kids shouldn't be getting killed. You can denounce what's happening in Ukraine.
Right.
You can denounce when there's a GBV issue. You already know. And for me, that's the most important one. Not necessarily the practice, but guys, we all know this is wrong. This child cannot think for themselves. How is this happening to this kid? The problem now with society is that it's now been based on that. It's like a little cult following. It's like we're competing, who's better, Jay-Z or Drake? It's become like Islam. You understand? Now more than ever, it's also become Amadlozi no munkulunkulu hayibo yindaba skhetha why skhetha.
Can I come into that very quickly and in not so many words? The thing about and I don't know if it's a good thing or bad thing per se, but let me just say I get it. Right? I'm not partial, but I understand. Right? Depending on what you advocate for. Right? There are prophets, there are prophetess. There are different ministries. There are teachers, there are pastors. There are false pastors, there are the right ones there. So just to add on to or just to share the information or the wisdom to what Gigi's saying. If you believe in this mic, you need to decide and make a decision that I agree with it, and I will take its teachings. And work with me. I'm not saying that you shouldn't question certain things. I'm just saying, Uguti, when you question with the understanding that I'm asking, I'm not thinking that I'm better than it. So that when you get the wisdom, because scripturally it says, I give people mystery information who are childlike, meaning that you can be 90 years old, and there could be a 10-year-old child. But the 90-year-old person respects God. Because umuntu who's aged. I'll make an example. Father Abraham, right, was there before.
Yes.
But Noah is older. So if they say respect your parents now, because they are older, and then ukhokho wakho, because umuntu wakho mdala, how much more God was the first to live? Work with me.
Yep.
Right? So I'm saying, Uguti, that's why even in child sacrifice, when you are there, ego, when it's booming or pride, then they want children because it's the purest.
Come on.
Work with me.
Come on.
Yeah, anything short.
Yep.
So I'm saying, Uguti, that's why the father sacrificed child, which is Christ. That's a story for another day. Because that's Christianity on its own. We're talking spirituality. My thing is, I have never done anything in my entire life. But I have taught gobelas as a person who's a Christian by faith, because my God said, I need you to go there. I need you to go there. But in Christianity, there's ministries. There are prophets and apostles. Then there are pastors who are just supposed to be one way. Then there are Jehovah's Witnesses who are supposed to just think in one way.
Go.
Then there are prophets. And you are a prophet. And you work with similar people that I work with. From my understanding, you have native, you have Indians, right? Right? That's why we have had like that understanding in me just checking your profile. I was like, oh, this person I can relate to some extent. So just to cut the long and short of it, that's the reason why I initially asked, what to you is African spirituality? And I love how you answered when you said, spirituality is spirituality. Young Todd.
So, are you aware that religion and spirituality are the same, in that when we go to the Old Testament, they practice culture, rituals.
They do. They do.
Genesis.
Isn't?
On my ID.
Really? Hey, girl.
Yes, that's
so you're a healer by birth, because Genesis represents
the beginning.
The womb.
Oh, yes.
Ankh.
The beginning.
I love that name.
Come to me and you'll be famous.
I love that name. I love that name. So I've told you I love your name.
It also means that you're a spiritual healer, because you give life.
Yes.
So a womb gives life.
Come on now, lady.
So
Hi.
actually, in fact, since we're there, let's take it somewhere. I just want to back the story.
Don't revelation.
I wanna back
I'm
the
not sure
story.
revelationing me.
Revelation is scary. I don't read Revelation. It's so scary.
I know, right?
And Daisy.
I know, right? Yo. He's coming out of the ocean.
I read the ones I like.
Because I get about Mazangoma don't refer to the Bible.
We don't read the Bible.
Well, here we are. So first,
And they say that, yes.
Yeah, they do.
1 John 5.
They do.
This is a beautiful analogy that I came across, you know, and ever since, because I remember when I was still in my faith healing initiation, in Iliko Postolo, and obviously we had Bible class, blah, blah, blah,
yes.
You know, RIP to my spiritual mother, Mama Hwai.
Oh, okay.
Man, the wisdom and the knowledge that she really imparted out of this world. So, 1 John 5, now. This is the one who came by water and blood, Jesus Christ. But I also, for people who don't believe in Jesus, it's okay, because we can always say, Amadlozi ahau.
And that's okay.
Hey, it's okay.
It's okay. It's okay. It's in practice. Come on.
We are one. How much sister? We are one. Sharp. So this is the one who came by water and blood, Jesus Christ. So, for those who believe in Amadlozi, your ancestors.
Right.
He did not come by water only, but by water and blood.
Yes.
And it is the Spirit who testifies, because the Spirit is the truth.
That's it.
For there are three that testify: the Spirit, the water, and the blood. And the three in agreement. Right. So, the water. When you're about to be born, well, your
water breaks.
Yeah, but you're in your mother's womb.
Yes.
So this is the water that they're referring to.
Yes,
And
this is just Genesis, basically.
And this is like water is life. Water is healing.
It is.
And then they refer to the blood.
Yes.
Right? The blood before the child is born, I get it, the blood will.
Yes. That's
Yeah. Right.
That's it.
Right. So that's the blood, and then the spirit. The spirit is the child that's going to be born. So how are we separating? Hey, Amadlozi, there's no Amadlozi. How are we separating it? Because they are your blood. They are your blood. They are water.
Oh,
that's why education is important, because when you have to translate what Amadlozi is, people don't know. Guys, you need to understand that when you are spiritually enlightened, keeping information doesn't work.
Exactly.
So Amadlozi, my understanding when I sort of like reconcile it with my belief is that it is a living angel. Living. I was very specific. And there's a reason for that. Right? And I'm saying, Uguti, I'll make a perfect example. Quick one. Before I became a Christian, in my case, I used to see my father when he passed away because I'm his last born and I was the spoiled brat. Every month, that girl is not the one for you. Tell you why you hate my trips. Okay, I didn't really say that to him, but I was like, hey, and then things happened. Then I went through a situation where I ran home, and if my mother believed in tradition, right, she would have taken me to see someone. But because she comes from a church home, she took me to church, right? And then in church, I gave myself up, right? And then I got baptized in water. Rebirth. If you watch Apocalypto, guys, right? Because Apocalypto, the guy was born in mud. Yeah. Work with me, right?
Yes.
And then next thing, after being born of water, and then I started hearing things, but I didn't know what. Okay, my mom's gonna think she's losing a child. She's gone mad. So I have to keep it to myself. I'm trying to make sense of it. But my point is, the long and short of it is that ugu especially, right? Me going home and her taking me to church, and then me having that spirit, right? And outside of just following what has saved me in my head, right? Now needs to work in truth, to tell me the truth about what I need to know.
Bueno, spot on. And you know what? We have a God that is so loving, caring, non-judgmental, patient, you know. And he says, my child, it's okay. Seek me anywhere, I'm there. Don't worry, I am there, seek me. Okay? Because how do I share? In the Old Testament, it's culture. They burnt offerings, incense burnt at the altar, at the ram, the goat, the sheep, the cow being slaughtered. But little now we do it. We do it. We burn imbepo. We sacrifice goat, sheep, cow. They've been doing it.
And imbepo, there's no translation to imbepo. And incense. No, it's not. It's not really the direct translation. Imbepo stands on its own. It's imbepo.
And it's a plant. Actually, it's a plant.
Respect it. Yeah. Imbepo. It doesn't have an English name.
Absolutely, I fancy that. Yeah. But however, the symbolism are the same. They're doing it. We're doing it. So why must there be separation? The thing is that the separation in the 3D world. The 3D world is the physical world. The 3D world is the egotistical world, the materialistic world, the fear-based, illusion-based. Okay?
Yes.
In the 3D world, the separation. But when you move to the spiritual world, to the 5D world, that is the spiritual world where there is no separation. So why then do we separate when it's clear that the Christians did their rituals the very same way we're doing our rituals? So there's no separation.
No, of course.
The separation is just here.
Guys, there's no separation.
No, I was conditioning it to you.
How about conditioning as well? It's conditioning.
It is conditioning.
Because we've been led to believe that we are less than nothing. We are useless. We are. Have you noticed that? I think it's safe to say the majority of people who maybe have not tapped into the light yet, when they wake up in the morning, what is the first thing that goes to your head? You gravitate towards the last thing you thought of, which is doubt, fear, anger, insecurity, bitterness, blah.
It's true. Nowadays, I throw a prayer at it. I'm so proud of myself. I started praying again.
Yeah.
I went through something very traumatic. Started praying again. But one thing I also remember is that when you're talking about separation, and that's why I know ukuthi mina ngithe ngihamba ngiyenza lokho kumele ngikwenze, it was never separated. Ngayenza amanguni, ngayenza isithunya, ngayenza umdawu, ngayenza konke. Disappeared for like a year, you know. And I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, most of the time, people try to separate it so much so that some people don't even know what's in Gifunanda. There were so many people who sat there and they were just like, okay, fine, I'm here. But this is not resonating with me. Like, I was dreaming of this. Why is this happening? I'm dreaming of that. Why is that happening? But I will go back to the fact that there are a lot of, and that this is what we need to honestly tell the truth about.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm going back to the TB Joshua thing.
No, right? Do what you gotta do,
and
babe.
The TB Joshua thing really made me upset because in practice, he was going to do his into Amadlozi. But according to other people, he was for Christ. And for me, it's like, why do they have to be these polarities? Like, who decided that one was evil and the other was good?
But the answer to that is very simple.
Yeah.
Very
But
easy.
for some, and it's perfect that we have this platform now, because for some, it's literally that you have to pick. Do you understand? And it's okay to pick. It's okay to pick. Just don't pick with judgment.
No, of course.
Who want to immerse themselves in, you know what, Githi siyahlaba ngoDecember. Ayikho
Yes.
Githi ngoJanuary we go on a fast and siyokhuleka entabeni ngaShembe eMbumbulo. It's also okay.
Mbumbulu. Oh, that sounds
It's
so
also
good right now. That's Kizere.
Shout out to
Oh, thank you, baby.
And I still need to go Gashembe because I've been having dreams of Pasuba. You understand? So for me, and there's only an ancestral tie to him, but it's nothing that's that. So how do we explain it? Why is it that we try so hard to separate? But like Ukoko is saying, even in scripture,
can I respond to that in one sentence? One sentence.
Yeah.
We take too much what people say, even Christians. This is my understanding, right? Why do people care so much about the judgment they get from Christians? Then my response or my understanding of that was because Christians have done a good job initially of talking holiness. And holiness has supposedly no mistakes. You are the living sacrifice. So now, if you are the living sacrifice, how are we supposed to buy your story? But I am saying that the fault in that is the people of Leviticus, the people who were called to be Christians. Pastors. Even pastors had something above them, a prophet, which was Moses. Jesus was a prophet and had apostles. But they are not pastors, they are prophets, modern day prophets, right? Apostolics are very powerful. Whether umfakis pambani uyongena ehlathini noma uyongena esontweni noma uma apostolic nje umhlophe. Fakit ukule umhlophe, blue and white, water and just whiteness. Young tall. Yes. So I'm just saying to you Uguti, people go in so much. And it's a generational thing, an ancestral thing, because samba no more. Please do not allow. I have been in church many times where a pastor will say, God did not create Adam and Steve, or what is it? Yeah, something. And because I know
Steve, they created Adam and
because I know my place in my God as an apostle and as a prophet, he will say to me, you only go there, go to linking as a band because you're a counselor, a spiritual one. If you know your identity and your place on a spiritual, because just because you're udakila, ginamandi, but I'm not India right now. Walk with me.
Can I share
just listen, guys. Don't say your father did this. Ask God what he's saying you should do. What if he's asking you to burn incense and not in purple? Just be a better listener.
And you know what my biggest defense is as well, to add on to that. Firstly, I just want to tell you on the record, TB Joshua believed that he could take homosexuality out of people.
Okay, let's leave
it. Okay, let's leave it. Secondly, I have a huge issue with people wanting to tell me that because I dream of my late great-grandmother, she is evil.
Ow.
That woman used to cook for me. She used to do things for me. When does she become evil now when I see her in
evil
dreams? And what correlates somebody to being a guardian angel? Because for me, I know what is Tonya Nedlozi izinto ezihlukile.
Yes.
Kodwa ngokukhuluma kwami nabo, ngikhuluma ngokufana.
Yes.
Mina, I'm so lucky that I even know the assigned name of my guardian angel.
Yeah.
I was lucky that was revealed to me Ephetweni, of which we know we never mention.
Yeah.
But there's that part Yedlozi that I do not understand, where it's like, oh, you're chatting to dead people, evil dead people, you're going to die, you're going to follow, don't listen to them. Okay, I know the follow thing, but don't listen to them. And it's like that person is then they say, oh no, the person shape shifts, they're coming as your grandmother, but honestly, if you go true to God's word, you're leaving this earth. Then for me, it's like, no, man, but I've been told that these people came before me. I know this person is somebody who's spiritual, who did come before me. They never meant harm when they were here. They never shape-shifted. I never saw her holding a spear behind her or someone trying to jab at me. At what point do we then decide, my chat is, why must I pick one over the other?
Yeah, good. Now,
do you understand?
Yes.
This is my hierarchy. My hierarchy is guardian angel, ancestor, God. Done. God meaning uvelingran. Mina, that other God that wants to separate Muslim from Christian from Buddhist, I don't know that guy. Me, I know the guy that I can pray to, and my friend Muhammad can also pray to. He may answer differently through different spiritual, traditional acts and rituals, but he will answer. My church is, why are we separating? That's the confusion.
The fact that you're asking that means that that's how you feel, right? And because it's how you feel, then allow the spirit that is supposed to channel through you. Remember, channeling is supposed to be supernatural. You don't have to spark things for it to channel.
True.
Right? I'm saying Uguti, but there are other people who are like this. And they're like that because they're called to be like, it's a calling. That's why it's called a calling. So the problem comes in and the conflict comes in where people don't understand it's the dynamics. They don't understand each other. But I would like to just say this part in one sentence.
Yes.
How I was taught from the beginning of the calling. It's the opposite of the opposite. It's God, it's Satan. Work with me.
Yes.
Like a family tree. Then you work down.
Right.
You don't put 3, you put 2. It's left. Christianity, I love what you said earlier on, right? I just didn't want to say anything, but it was accurate. So it's God, it's ancestors, the body is the river, or the body is Christ. That's why in Christianity it said the finished works, because I believe God finished before he started. It wasn't the other way around. That's why when you dream and see visions, you are seeing what has already happened by spirit. Right, so it's left, right, and then it's the river. That's why I dreamt of my sister, or rather, my niece dreamt of the mother, on the other side of the river, because I've crossed over. The river. That's why this water is everything in all religions. So you can't tell me that there's no.
There's no dynamic, like there's no intertwining.
Yes.
And for me,
so there are no limits to exploring spirituality, your journey, God. There's no. The beauty of it is that you share your experiences. You share experiences. I share my experiences. They share experiences,
and we learn.
Okay? And we learn from each other.
Yeah.
Right. We should not force each other to believe. No, my analogy is right. No, my way of thinking. No, because let me share my story.
Yeah.
How my journey started. I actually started with my Japanese ancestors are the ones that called me first. I trusted them first. Where do I Japanese?
Do you understand?
Where do I even come across Japanese? Like, for them to even trust me with their healing gift to give it to me. This was in year 2000.
Yeah.
But I didn't understand what was happening. I was just eating joy. Like, okay,
eating joy.
Okay, whatever. So I went into that initiation. Hence today I work with chakras, I work with Reiki, crystals, tarot cards, and so on. And I remember then 10 years later, then my traditional healing gift came. My traditional ancestors came and they said, okay, we're here too.
Right.
You also need to do us good. God, okay, cool. Because in any case, whether you say no or yes or whatever, they will get your attention and you will be aligned with them at some point. And then years later, then my faith healing gift came. I remember when I was in initiation, my faith healing, I had a Japanese grandfather come to me in my dreams. In the dream, I told us, Karo, kill Japanese lady. That was mind-boggling.
You were like, how do I record? What's happening?
But that taught me to be an open vessel. And that helped me because being an open vessel means that I have an advantage of a lot of information, different ways of it. And which means that God was actually saying, using me as an example to say, it is possible to use all of them in unison.
If you want.
Because he is at the center, he's at the top, he's at the center. So he's saying it's possible. It is possible,
right?
Because we are just vessels. Do you know that you can be entered by a spirit that is not even your blood?
Yeah,
but because they have
very much.
Exactly.
I love those. I love those ones. Yes. I love those ones.
Yes, give them down. So they choose you because why? Because in their own blood, are like their blood was just too judgmental and too like, we're not doing those things. Like, okay, cool, then let me find someone that can help me, and they come to you.
And they come to you.
You cleanse them. Yes. You help them reach their destination in the spirit world, and then thereafter they're like, thank you so much, we're done. And they will leave you with a gift, a huge gift. And you might one day you get a call from the bank. Hey, Miss Mang 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 or Mr. Mang 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 Mang, please come fetch your car.
And you're like, what?
No, I'm a
What
happened? No, they're unmatched.
Which car? Didn't buy a car. No. And that person would come fetch your car.
That's it.
Because they're saying thank you.
That's it.
And they explain it, and it makes sense when you fetch it. Yeah.
And then you go there, you're like, hey, but The next thing, from two series, your feet, to a Porsche. Yeah?
It happens.
Do you understand? So, because you accepted to be a vessel of helping spirits to reach their destination.
Totally.
I have a question.
Yes.
Yeah.
So basically, right, I see that you have a few things in front of you.
Yeah, tarot cards, Bible. Yeah.
So there's so many spiritualities. Like there's something happening in Cote d'Ivoire, something happening in Kenya,
Middle East.
everywhere.
Right.
What makes you choose those ones you have in front of you?
Good. Now, that's a beautiful
I actually
question.
want to chop them up.
I think maybe let's
go
get
into it. Yeah.
Let's go into this now. Your grandfather
start
from your
with
mother's
that.
side. Ooh, there's a message coming. All right.
My grandfather from my mom.
Your grandfather from your mother's side
Yes.
is here saying, can you just stop being hard on yourself? Can you really just stop being hard on yourself? You know? And he has a message for you, but you need to choose a deck. You need to choose a deck. And he says, are you aware of where I'm taking you?
Yes.
You know, I am happy that you chose to cleanse us and to give us an image.
So can I tell you guys?
I've never done tarot reading.
No,
you know
I'm
this
excited.
Can I tell you what?
Let's validate
Can
the
you
story.
repeat this? Can you repeat this?
Yeah.
Please, can you repeat it, Coco? What did you say?
Your grandfather from your mother's side.
Yes.
Are please stop being hard on yourself.
Yes.
Are Rona, we are thankful that you have carried us, cleansed us, and helped us reach our destination. I am still taking you far. Just be patient with me.
Yes.
But I have a message for you. Okay? Please choose a deck, and that will be a message from him.
Let me
Yes.
tell you something funny about
And
my
there's a
grandfather.
message for you as well. Yeah.
Crazy.
Okay, let's
Gigi has a response
My
for you.
grandfather from my mother's
Let's
side
validate
was
this.
Umkhulu Majumbo. Umkhulu Majumbo wakwaNgwenya, wakwaGwanda. He was one of the biggest traditional healers in northern Matabeleland, Zimbabwe.
There you go.
There is a lineage that goes through to the lineage of Ushaga, where they used to help, protect, serve, whatever.
Facts.
Right? Then his son went and took his cloths and threw them into the river and said, Izinto zamadlozi, we don't do them. Then all the cattle died. They started to suffer. Then my mom started having issues with her health. She went to go look for her dad. When she found her dad, things got a little better. Then my spiritual healing kicked in.
Asha!
There we go.
Come on.
So him coming through to pass on this message is spot on, Akir. Thank you. Because he's one of your leading ancestors, and thank you for validating it. Because
Definitely.
So please be comforted in whatever confusions that you may find yourself in. Be comforted knowing, Hore, you are not walking alone.
Yo.
And this person that has come through to say thank you for taking me out of darkness, because as you say, whoever took those cloths and burnt them.
They took the cloths, they burnt them, some of them they threw into the river. And I went to fetch them, Gogo.
Isn't this what he just said?
I went to fetch
Isn't
all
this
of
what
them.
he just said through me?
And he literally said to me, you can have both. You don't have to choose between. And that's why my fight is so crazy, because you don't have to choose between God and Abadala.
So he's saying, okay.
God is above.
Let's start with the Bible. So he's please put your right hand on top of the Bible cover, because thereafter we're going to do the cards, and then just say, whichever. Lord, may I please have my reading? But you need to say it. Amen. Blow here 3 times, the side of the pages, blow 3 times. Open the Bible using your thumbs anywhere, but put your thumbs on the Bible. No? Right. Put your thumbs, don't remove your thumbs. Jeremiah. So Jeremiah is that prophet that was young when God was calling him. And he was like, no, I'm scared. God was like, no, don't you worry. I've set you apart. I've called you and I will walk this journey with you. I will walk. Wherever I send you, I will speak. Don't worry. The words will come out of my mouth when I just go. But if you don't go and do it, I will deal with you. So just do what you're safe. And I will rescue you from those who are going to attack you when you give them their message. Because when you give people their messages and the truth, people don't want to hear the truth.
Of course they don't. They hate it.
They will. They'll cancel. They'll plot against you.
They will tweet at you.
So, Jeremiah.
They'll do everything.
So your grandfather is saying, my child, this is my story. I was Jeremiah. The gift came at a very young age.
It's true.
Really?
Yes. It is very true. It is very true.
Okay. All right, fine. Let's see.
It is very true. My mom is gonna cry when she sees this.
Okay, so here's your grandfather. O house of Israel, declares the Lord, I am bringing a distant nation against you, an ancient and enduring nation, a people whose language you do not know, whose speech you do not understand. Isn't this what he's referring to when he says they came and they went and burnt his clothes? Because they didn't understand the language?
Yes, because the missionaries came.
They didn't understand.
The missionaries came on ships and they told them, denounce your African spirituality. That's when they went around the different villages, they took his things and they went and burned them.
So he's just saying, no, I'm just speaking through to let you know, it's true, this is what happened to me. But thank you, my child, for taking me out of that darkness that I was in, that cage that I was in, and helping me move to the light. Now, this side, where were you?
From the least to the greatest.
They dress the wound of my people as though it were not serious. Peace, peace, they say, when there is no peace. This is what your grandfather was talking about. Remember, peace, thank you. Don't be hard on yourself. I am happy, I'm at peace. You have carried me, you've cleansed me. I'm at peace. So please also be comforted by the fact that there is peace around you. But align yourself with that mind, body, and soul.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you, Mkulu. Okay, so please choose a deck.
Is this one deck and one deck and one deck?
Yeah. There's a gift coming. There's a surprise that your Mkulu is bringing in the near future. There's something amazing that's going to happen. And please share with us when it does happen.
Hey.
Please shuffle the cards.
Lama cutting was from medieval days on TV.
No.
That busy go Game of Thrones. I'm a cutting man.
It's a message. And then once you're done shuffling, blow 3 times on the side of the cards and pull a card anywhere.
One card.
Yeah. Just blow 3 times when you're done. Your mother's mother.
Do you want to explain why 3 times?
The Trinity.
The Trinity.
What else can you say about 3 times? Trinity, absolutely.
The past, the present, the future. divine
Judas
love.
betraying Jesus 3 times.
Wow.
But he had ancestors.
Like, because
3 is a very powerful.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm closer, né?
Yeah.
I went to the bush.
Yeah.
There's so many things that happen in 3s.
Kodwa ubonile ukuthi baba yenza this year baba bulalile abaningi babo.
Oh, man.
Okay, fine, Chomi. Sorry, Sia.
Anyway,
Shame, man.
Sorry, my guys.
But you can't. I carry on speaking.
No, I was just asking why
The Trinity
is everything
in 3s.
Because what happens there is also like spiritual.
Yeah.
So I just don't understand why is everything in 3s. That's just my question.
The past, the present, the future.
No.
The fault.
Can I add on to that?
The Holy Trinity.
Father, Mother, Child. Holy Spirit is feminine energy. But it is, in Christianity, how we explain it is, it's the head, which is the man, the neck, which is the woman, the body, which is the child. That's why when you do this, it's pamban. That's why we're made in the body. Hence, it's pamban. Sorry. That's why I said that God finished before he started. It was planned. Nazo.
And also in relationships, divine relationships. When you find yourself in a divine relationship, in a marriage that has already been blessed by God and your ancestors, and by Christ, those who believe in Christ. Because I don't want to leave anything out. I don't want to.
No, there's angels and Christ, guys.
Yeah,
So in a divine relationship, there's you, your partner, and God.
Yeah.
So again, that 3 is that's how important the 3 is. No? Right, let's see what Umkhulu is saying. Mountain, yeah, we're not stubborn. We're not stubborn.
Thank you. I was going to go pray there.
Me also.
I was going to go pray there, Gogo.
Vanessa, me also. My turn is coming.
Okay, your turn is coming.
No.
You next.
It's for your
So they are saying, I'm going to go pray. I'm going to go pray. Yes.
Yes, you did. You mentioned.
Good, I'm happy though. Mara was stubborn, singing the story and going are 2 different things. Yes. So Barry, you are stubborn.
She has her own journey.
Already last year.
She has her own journey.
Like December, November, now.
So the positive side of it is that at least they are aligned with your desire to go there. So they have shown the mountain to say, go do it.
Stand your ground.
So being a person who's stubborn, I get a mountain doesn't move. Yes. You can never move a mountain. Yes. So there are people who are so stubborn that they're even stubborn to humbling themselves to wisdom, to knowledge, to wisdom, to knowledge, and but also being stubborn sometimes it does help, because imagine when you're stubborn in your quest to the truth, to transitioning, to to rebirth.
That's a problem. We must not be stubborn to.
No, she's
in a good way. Imagine when you're steadfast in it. You're stubborn. You're true to yourself.
So you block things outside.
Things that are going to change your life.
Okay.
And when you're stubborn to I'm going to do this thing. I feel it. I'm going to do it. Then when you're stubborn to say, "Hey, Gogo Palesa, you and your prophecies. Hey, Gogo Palesa, you and your messages.
I love that.
Hey, Gogo Palesa, I love that. It's not Gogo Palesa. It's God sending me to give you a message. But anyway, that's validation of your mountain desire. Good. So let's see.
What?
Guys,
come on, shut up, please.
Shut up. This is crazy. I'll take a picture of my mom. I'm wearing blue. It says Water Guardian.
What color is she wearing?
I know, she's in the water.
Show the camera.
Oh my God, that is crazy. That is so crazy.
What do you call this?
If you know me, you know me. That is
and
so
what
crazy.
do you call it?
Show your camera.
Oh my gosh. Guys.
Show your camera.
But this is like, if you know me, you know it's my water.
And what is she wearing?
I'm wearing blue.
And then
I look like I've got fins on me.
Are you not like as well? Are you not a mermaid?
Oh my God.
Look at that.
I don't know. Look at that. She's looking at me like this little witch.
No, I'm not that girl. And you know that.
This is crazy.
And you know that.
Oh wait. Oh.
You know, my love. You know I'm not that person.
I'm just a vessel. I'm just a messenger.
I'm just thinking what I said earlier on about that.
No, you said it. She said it upstairs and I ran away. You were there. Oh, yeah, I know. So what must I do now? What are you guys saying?
You're not done. Gogo Palesa is the one leading you. Gogo Palesa is doing her job, please.
Don't touch my people.
So
did I not say I need to go to the beach? I need to go to the ocean. Like I don't feel
and look at this. It's all the elements. It's the water
and the mountains.
The land.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So these are your ancestors saying, "You're here. You're protected." And I'm happy this came out because before we started the show, you were sharing your frustration in other things that you felt like, but why is God forgetting about me? How is He forgetting about
how
you?
How did He do this to me?
How he cannot, because He's saying, "I'm here."
Amen.
And your ancestors are saying, we're here.
This is scary.
So
I'm drinking, but like it's scary. And then how did he pull up? Like,
do you remember how?
No, I never talk about him. Like I always talk about my great grandmother Tina because I was named after her. I always talk about her mom because Watatwa. You know, for me, because I'm struggling to understand, because usually my great grandfather, it's usually my great grandmother and her mom who come through. My great grandmother, Waeli Wosan, so she used to go to the mountains to pray for rain.
Of course.
She used to go to the mountains to pray for rain, while Wasana, and then the community would come and thank her with gifts and whatnot. And then my mom would be there assisting. And then her mom, laws, I kid you not, until the day she died, she would dress in black and white. Like until the day she died. So this, for me, is literally mother and child, left and right.
Yes, balance.
The water and the mountains.
Yeah. And I mean, you know, you mentioned Hore, this grandfather that came through. In fact, today is clearly his day, because you did say Hore, he never comes through.
No, he is bothered. Like, and I knew, and the thing is, I never knew him, but I knew that he was a great man. I knew that he was a powerful man. I knew that, like, he was really good at what he did.
Yeah.
Like, that was respectable. Even when he got there, like, I knew, but I don't care about this, like, you know. So and I remember when I went, my grandmother kept saying to my mom, "Are you not scared Wuti the spirit is So the fact that you guys are reading this now, the missionaries came in, they said, denounce this thing. Umkhulu who's still alive, Shane, God bless his soul. I think he knows better now. Watata amabai, watata everything that's oxygen is wahamba wayalahlele emfuleni, wahamba wayo shisa. From there they started like suffering. Yeah. Until Umar came back, and it's such a sad story. Yeah. It's really a sad story.
But today is a beautiful day. It's a special day because he has now come to say thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. And also we forgive. It's important to also forgive those who took your stuff and burnt it and denounced everything, because they did not know better. So they must be forgiven.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes.
So this is beautiful. I'm happy for you. And more than anything, I mean, the conversation that we had before we started, you know, what you were sharing about how you feel a bit, you know. So that's what I love about God. God will never, ever, ever, ever leave you in darkness or in sadness. Oh, God, but he always has answers everywhere, any day. So he answered you immediately. Yeah. How beautiful is that?
Beautiful, God.
It's amazing.
So, you know what? Before we go to your mom's mom.
Yeah! Come on with this. Gogo Palesa in the
house. She was a very cheeky one, that one.
Yeah, that was my nigga.
Really?
That was mad.
Wow, it's so beautiful that now she's coming through, because that woman loves you. She will kill anyone that touches you and messes with you. Mara are. So why are you, where's the Makoti? Why are you so scared of marriage?
Where's the what?
Makoti.
Yeah,
why are you so scared of marriage?
Grandma got a show. What?
But do you know, at our age we were like, at their age we were like,
Yeah.
No, because the thing is, like, the whole hood knew her as my mother. My mother was always at work.
Oh, sweet. So that's why she's coming forth. Yeah. Oh, but she's possessive, Kawe. Like, she loves you. She's protective. There are many things that you've gone through that a normal person would never survive.
That's how we're supposed to love me.
yeah.
You know? But she says she does have a wife for you, because she says she's not having a ruby rubbish for you. She's going to ruby rubbish is just those things. Those things, you know, but she basically she's saying that yes, you're destined for marriage, you're destined for partnership,
Of
and
course.
she wants to see you there. Was she married?
She was, yeah, but I never met her husband.
Yes.
Yeah.
She wants that to continue. Marriage is a ministry. Again, simply what she's really saying is that you're gifted yourself. Because she was gifted.
That's crazy. Can I just comment on something?
Please do.
So, quickly, and it has a question at the end. So, I ended up moving from my mom's family house because it was easier to get to school from my dad's family house, right? In a nutshell, I ended up not having a connection with my mom's side of the family. And obviously, I was connected with my dad's side of the family. And something happened there that made me move to Joburg today and made me not speak to these people in 3 years.
Right.
So So one day I came back from school, right? For context, my dad is like a kinza.
And what?
Hi, Danny.
Kinza.
Oh, the kids are. Get your video. Get your video.
Like massive in the hood. And he always viewed me as an embarrassment to him because I would gravitate towards the white people most of the time because of school.
Yeah.
Sharp. That doesn't. So one day I come back from work and the house is full. It's full of just family members, and I didn't get it. So, and then my dad's like, "Nah." I'm like, "Alright, cool, man, outstanding." So, they told me that this Nyanga person is here to cleanse the house. Never told this to anyone.
Right.
I feel like you give me the answers.
Yeah.
And then everyone just went to my bed, like where I slept, and then we were all like around the bed because it was cleansing the house. He wasn't leaving my bed.
Yeah.
So he's like, "Yo, who sleeps here?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's me." He's like, "Okay, cool. Please go find the biggest knife in this house."
Nazoke.
Alright,
Nazoke.
I'm gonna go find the biggest. So I went to the kitchen. I'm never in the kitchen unless I have to leave my plate because I live with a woman. I'm so sorry.
Shout out.
So I went to go fetch it, right? And I'll come back. Then he's like, "Okay, cool, Mamela, remove the mattress." I remove it. He's like, "I only want the base." I'm like, "Cool." I remove it. It's a single bed. I'm young at the time. So he's like, "Okay, cool. Please, like, shabba this thing in the middle of the bed." So I do
Stab.
it. He's like, "No. Break the whole bed in the middle." So I'm like, "Okay, cool." He's like, "So towards your feet, like, take that whole thing out." Then I take it out. He's like, "Do you see what I'm seeing?" I'm like, "Nah, nigga, I don't see what you see." He's like, "I am so busy, nigga." Then he's like, "Okay, cool, like, I'm about to take something out of your bed now." Right? Yo. So this guy, he takes out a snake. I'm not lying. Like
What
snake.
color was it? Black?
No, it was like that wall.
Yellow.
And white.
Okay.
Right? He takes it out, he puts it on the mat. I'm like, what the fuck? Obviously.
Is it alive?
It's alive.
It's a real life snake.
Okay.
And I don't know who's
Thank
feeding it 'cause
goodness,
it's my
thank
base.
goodness.
Like, I don't know.
It's my base.
Why is it that big? You know what I'm saying? Who's feeding the shit? Because for me, it's like, what the hell is going on? And I'm young. I'm probably like in first year at the time. I'm confused. And none. So
Come
I
on.
never believed in those things.
Right.
So I was like, yo, like, my bed. Why are you burping? Though?
Wait, just
This is just your grandmother. No, it's your
It's a
grandmother.
response.
Her presence.
So they take out this thing, they put it in the bag, and then now my whole family is like around
Yeah.
this thing. He's like, "Okay, cool, I'm gonna put it in this bucket." He's like, "Hey, 7 away, I work." He puts it in his car, his boot, comes back to the house. I'm like, "Yo, bro," I go to him. I'm
Yeah.
like, "What is going on?"
right.
He's like, "No, your dad's gonna tell you." I'm like, "Alright, cool." Till this day, I don't have the answer. And I don't know what's going on. And for me,
Take this one.
that affected me
Hey,
because
Gogo Palesa,
I
what's
dropped
your
out
level?
that year and I was like, you know what?
Okay.
I need a different city.
Alright.
Ningangeliminate.
Okay, Gogo mina ngoba ngathi vele
Ningangeliminate.
uhambe more than things uhambe kodwa ngizozama Gogo. Mina lento engiyibonayo ukuthi kahle kahle unesithunya, ne? Uyellow and white isithunya. Isithunya idlozi it's white like inokhanya. It's a good thing. Often in the Xhosa tradition, when you are somebody who's been spiritually gifted, you wake up sleeping with a snake, or the snake is in your bed, or it's under the base. I don't know why it happens like that with Xhosa tradition, but often uzosolo usulele nenyoka. There's a girl I knew wavuka nenyoka eli black and white. Lele labo elabelozi abogogo, right? So I don't know, maybe that's why he was saying that your dad needs to talk to you. But the yellow and white is idlozi and futhi kahle kahle isithunya lesi sokuthandaza. So even mali fika emaphupheni akho, usually it's speaking to the prayer warrior, right? The yellow and white. It's not a bad thing. It's actually the albino python. So as much as you will dream of the African rock python, the one that's brown and black, yilo lamanguni. the one really serious meat. The fact that you're dreaming of the other one, it's usually water, albino. Albino vele is slay queen Amadlozi. I mean, I call it Amadlozi because it's clean. It's not harmful at all.
I have a question when Gigi's done.
Quick
question.
Coco, what do you think? No, because Lila, let me tell you something also, Coco, just to elaborate. My mother used to wake up every other day, Nenyok. I don't know who I was telling. My mom, yes, an alive one. And they used to have to brew umqombothi balitshela ukuthi ingane alikho ready ukufeza lento elifuna ukuthi ayenze yona yabo, to a point where she started getting fits at school, and then people thought it was what is the thing called epilepsy, yabo, but it wasn't that. So she used to wake up, and hers was worse because she'd wake up in the blankets alone with it, or she'd wake up and it's like this on her. So you're very, I mean, slay queen. So,
my question is very quickly, just to make sure I'm on par and I understood everything. The snake was physical, it wasn't in spirit.
No. I saw it.
Physical.
I saw it move.
Okay.
Like I was there.
Physical.
All right. So I'm going to allow Gogo Palesa to explain that, but I fully have the opposite explanation to what the explanation that Gigi gave you.
Okay.
Which is good because we're here to share different views. I get, because really that's what we're here for. I get. Your grandmother, your mom's mom, who is here, who's come through. I get.
No, but that's a different house.
Mamela.
It's fine.
Mamela.
Yeah, it's fine. It's you.
Remember what I said? I said, she has a gift, and you have a gift. She's here to validate, indeed, who you do have a gift. And that story that you're sharing with us, that was a huge sign that shows that you have a gift. Gogo, her explanation is on point. Some people gifted people will see the snake through their third eye. You will see it, but no one else will see it. But some people will see it, it will be there in real life. Some people will just sense the snake in their presence. Okay? And so it goes back to that thing, you are gifted. You do have a gift. You've got a spiritual gift. So your grandmother is saying, and because like attracts like, your mom got together with your dad because they come from the same blood. Their womb is a spiritual womb.
That was a bad relationship.
But it's like that.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Like that.
No, it's okay.
Like
it's
that.
okay. But here what we're speaking about is, for you to have come, there had to be your mom and your dad. But like attracts like. Your dad comes from a spiritual womb, your mom comes from a spiritual womb. So today your grandmother is just here to say, to validate it, no, it's true, you do have a gift. This gift is going to show you flames if you keep ignoring it. But today, God is saying, my child, I am here to open up your awareness, your third eye, and the truth to all the mishaps that you've been going through in life, because your life is stagnant. You get money, but you don't know what happens to it. You should be way further than you are right now, and that is frustrating you because you're like, but why am I stuck? I'm doing everything to make things happen, but there's just this wall. But inside of you know that there's somewhere that you need to get to, but you don't know how and you don't know where, but there is somewhere that you need to get to. There's something bigger. Your journey is bigger, and you know it yourself, but you don't know what it is and how. So today God is just here to say, I'm here to help you out, to say all these stagnations that you've been going through is because I want your attention.
So how must I do?
Yeah. So we'll have a session, because then it's going to take forever. We'll have a session, but I would like you to please choose a deck so that we can get a message for you.
Me?
Yes, you.
Because
I'm also worried about this guy.
Me?
All I'm saying, what color? All I'm saying is, what color was the snake?
It was like white and yellow.
I love how this room is white and yellow.
Exactly. And it wasn't harmful. Because even in your dreams, when these snakes come to you in your dreams, which deck you want? There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Even when they come to you, even when these snakes come to you in your dreams and they are harmless. In the card. Just a deck. You're taking that deck.
Hello, Daddy.
So shuffle. No, shuffle.
How was your swim?
Shuffle.
How was your swim?
You must shuffle, face them down. Face them down, yeah. Shuffle. And then When you're done shuffling, blow 3 times and pick a card.
That is crazy how she. Oh, you got a lot of problems.
I'm just bad at
I know you.
There's chaos.
This is the chaos. This is the chaos.
No.
that God is
There's something that was picked up.
No, take it.
There.
Okay. Well, it fell, Nick.
Yeah.
We're gonna
it
use
fell.
it. We'll
Outline of Judah, you are.
We'll use it.
Isn't it like?
Yeah, blow 3 times.
3 times.
And pull a card.
Line is a
Working with you on the feet.
What is this? This is feeling the world, meaning you are intuitive. You have a gift of feeling and sensing. Do you understand? Feeling the world. You are an empath. You feel people's energies. You feel people's emotions. Sometimes you find yourself depressed, but it's not your depression. It's not your source of depression. It's whoever that you are in the presence of.
Hotspotted it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
hotspot,
You
nigga.
absorb people's energies. You feel the world. You absorb people's energies. You're a spiritual being.
That's a real life thing, actually.
That's true.
Is
It
that
is.
true?
It
Do you know
is.
why it's true?
Why?
It's because my line of work allows me to deal with people's dreams.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's a real life
I have
thing.
to put mine aside. Like today,
Yes.
we're dealing with Gigi's dream.
But
Yes.
it's ours.
And
though.
Zah's.
Yes.
I'm just saying.
Babe.
Like every day, like it's a thing that I deal with people's dreams the whole time. If I don't help you, I'm gatekeeping.
No,
So,
Automatically. I'm just
Ish.
okay.
Yeah, it's true.
What did you want to say?
never actually. It's a put on because what you're doing is a calling.
It's your gift.
Exactly.
It's a
You
calling.
don't actually place anything on the side. This is your calling.
Absolutely.
What Gogo is saying is what I wanted to say earlier on, Uguti. It's amazing. She said something, but obviously I wanted to say at the end, Uguti, spirituality does not necessarily mean that you have to embark on a physical thing, except that you can just mind your work. We had the conversation before, guys, if you remember.
Yes,
Gigi.
I remember.
Ukuthi umsaba abantu besifazane, amadoda ayasebenza. But let's leave that aside for now. Being artistic, art, being a creative.
Yeah,
I
it's
currently am working and I'm employed, but I have a lot of work to do for people that I need to consult as a spiritual consultant and as an advisor, and that needs a lot. So I mean, when Gigi sometimes talks to me on Bali, I can't respond on time because now it's too much. But I gotta put food on the plate for myself. Do you understand? So he's right. That's your calling. And because it's your innate gift, sometimes what I love about spirituality is that sometimes you have to decide. Sometimes you just walk yourself in it. What's the difference?
Sometimes you have to ignore a message that you got because your heart needs to
What's the
tell
difference?
you.
How-
He said this to me this morning.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna ignore this
How
message,
do-
and when I'm ready to
Exactly.
tackle this, then
How
I'm
do
gonna-
you know
I
when
was
you're
like,
walking in it? And how do you
okay,
know when
that-
you have to make a
That's
decision?
true.
Jay, can I just give this day a bit of context?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Just a bit.
Yeah.
Right? So, 2 years ago,
Okay.
I was working at a company, a financial company, I don't want to mention.
Okay.
Right? I was doing banking. That's what I learned, right? Loans, banking, all that stuff. Right?
Yeah.
And then Slim was like, yo, bro, let's go to Joburg for a week, right? A week ago, we had Tabo Ramezi, right? We were shooting, right? I was here in Joburg, and then a friend of mine got a puncture. He's like, I'm gonna call my friend. Tabo Ramezi pulls up. I'm from Cape Town. I'm like, damn, this guy is huge.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, bro, I'm gonna take you home. Then he tells me, like, yo, this is Joburg. You need to work for free. It's a land of recommendations, and a lot of people are gonna be like, yo, like, I know a guy and whatever.
Yeah.
Trust me.
I get home, tell them, yo, bro, I'm not going home. Send an immediate thing. I'm resigning with immediate
Yo.
whatever.
Wow.
They send me the money, the pension money. It runs out, right? Then I started working at this place where we at Studios for free for a good 4-6 months.
Right.
Met Vuka taught me a lot of things about how man should operate,
Yeah.
retention, all those stuff.
Only if he's single.
Say that again. Teach you a lot about, and then.
Only if he's
semen
single.
retention.
Ah, come on.
If you have a girlfriend like me, you can't do that.
Yeah, man. So I ended up, there was a previous guy working in whatever, and then they were like, yo, there's no one to shoot Gigi on Saturday, right? And what I did I walked in here and saw that, okay, cool, like AMP doesn't offer post-production, which is editing. And I learned that for a good 6 months on YouTube. Didn't go to school for it.
Yes.
I then offered to go, if I see a session is done, I'll be like, yo, you got an editor? I'll give it for you for 250 rand in episode. That was, you know.
I love it for you. I love it.
Then a year later, John is like, okay, cool, I see you making a business out of my business. Let me
I love it! Come on, guys, shout out! Come on!
I'm just context.
Yeah.
You know, are you done?
I love that.
Thank you for sharing
love
that
it.
beautiful story. Ne? One, let's start here. You were not meant to be here today, Agar. Here.
Technically.
Here, Agar.
You were not
But
going to be
God
here.
made sure that you're here to receive this message. Ne? Again, you are from royalty.
Come on in this place.
You're from royalty.
Line of Judah.
Do you know why?
Bali.
No, wait, sorry.
Bali. Nai, oh yeah.
Wait, do you know why? It's because, I was in Cape Town 2 years before I even met you guys, right? We are in a taxi, right? I'm in a taxi. And a friend of mine is sitting in front counting the money. I'm at the back. He calls me by my surname. He's like, yo, Mangena fit your money, right? I sent through the money. A Zimbabwean guy is like, yo, who's a Mangena? I think Zimbabwe or Mozambique, one of the two. He's like, who's Mangena here? I'm like, yeah, it's me, it's my surname. He's like, yo, bro, that's my surname. I'm from royalty, where I come from.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm not going.
Also, this is spot on.
Yes, it is. It is.
I'm not Zimbabwean, but
I'm telling you
My
this.
man.
What's wrong with Zimbabwe?
So,
I didn't say anything wrong, Gigi. I didn't say I'm wrong. Shit.
I'm on my nunurai.
so again, that this card is validating
Line of the royalty.
your royalty thing.
Judah.
And also, let's look at numbers. 19. So God is saying 19 is an end of an era, of a phase, an end of ignorance, an end of.
Nazo.
To
My
begin.
grandma died. The
19.
one that came.
That was Pindida's birthday and she was the end
The one that's speaking through, the one that's present today.
My mom's mother, she passed away.
Aye, Bafwe.
19.
19 is a big date.
My birthday's on the
19 is
19th.
a big date.
Just
19 is
true.
a big date.
Because I was 20, that's when I went.
Go,
to
that's so gosh.
So do we believe that your grandmother's here? Do we believe it?
Yeah.
We just arrived, please. We just arrived. Sia and I just arrived.
That hat that you're wearing,
Yeah.
it represents your creative gift, because orange represents creativity. Now, creative people, able to add on to what you were saying, creative.
Yeah.
Creative people, your father was a Jovijo. Creative people and Jovichos are the most highly spiritual people you can find. That is why the Jovicho, they don't live to spiritual people, they feed the gift that they have. They unfortunately do not, creative people and Jovicho, they do not align with their ancestors, because this gift
Defies.
this gift is perfected by your ancestors. Every gift comes from God. He will place a gift, every household, or whatever household that he chooses, that, okay, this household will, they'll serve me, blah, blah, right? And then, obviously, then, from generation to generation, the gift will be perfected. I get? Right. So, then they forget to acknowledge those ancestors, those that bring this gift. That's why many creative people and the Jovicho, they die destitute because they don't go and acknowledge their callings.
Honestly.
Okay? And so again, coming back to your father, the Jovicho, and your creativity, you're going to end up pursuing your spiritual side, your that rite of passage. You like it, you don't. The Jovicho, they die early. It's either they end up in prison or
That's
they
where
die
it is
early
right now.
in prison.
My dad, we speak on WhatsApp.
Can I tell you something? The next time you talk to your dad, perhaps he'll be away in any case, but let him know, bruh, you have a spiritual gift, start accepting it, because it's there. That's why you're there.
My dad.
Who's in prison?
The father.
Yeah, I can.
Oh, what is he gonna do while he's in prison?
To society. You can't live with that.
No, but just then, guys.
No.
Let's be honest. The way the way sometimes it's not them saving themselves.
Guys, like
sometimes jail is the safest place for them.
No,
like in class, I
jail
have
is
my
the
hand
safest
up.
place for
Okay.
them.
I would like to quickly say, Guti, in the neginza or anyone of that nature, I have to say, guys, there's no better heart better than that. I didn't get any chance. Walk with me, guys. I have to say,
I'm walking with you.
I'm just saying, Guti, a troubled soul or umuntu onjanjani, they are unable to reconcile or understand pain, hurt, healing to a gift. And life is really about pH levels, if I have to put it for the scientific people as well. It's so simple, but it's not. But it is, but it's not. Why I say that it's difficult because there's no listening. Why I say it's simple is because when humbleness hits you and everything is stripped from you, you have nothing else but to listen. And when you listen, you'll be like, oh, okay. And I'll make a simple example in point, right? Everything that we've spoken about, even before then, ukulalela. Guys, angazi, like all the wrong people, all the people who are sinners in the language of Christianity, who are sinners mean fault, habit, forced by habit. Okay, I'm just into porn every day and there, right? And holiness is a thing. Okay, there's two things. There's that, and then there's this. And then God is saying, what happened? A simple example. Remember when back in the day our parents used to have like a glass, if your mother was a teacher or nurse, was that room divider? Room divider, why bega a plate and then the plate then I'll pull me mine. And then maybe the no guest change my mind.
Yes.
What do you call that in my belief? Idolizing. And then that's where everything in the Bible is cryptic, guys, from beginning to end. Even if it sounds like it makes sense, tomorrow the message will sound different. If God says you are hungry now, you're going to be like, I gotta eat. Tomorrow when you read, I'm hungry now, he's saying, read the Bible so the spiritual food can be fed. Tomorrow, hungry now, means something else. The Bible is hectic if it is written by a prophet. If Palesa is a prophet, and God speaks to Palesa, and she's done tarot reading and reading the Bible, and God says, when she walks out of here, Palesa, I am love. Palesa will do that because Palesa has allowed herself room to be able to listen to God. She may have been stripped of things, but she taught herself openly, Uguti, out of pressure, right? So I'm just saying, Uguti, that is what I find interesting about the Word of God. That I had to question it myself. And in the answers I got, I made a decision that when I question, I'm questioning like a child. I'm not questioning like a clever. Because you will never get the answer. Because the Bible says, in the Old Testament, New Testament, if you present yourself like a child, and I explained it earlier on, old child, sacrifice. That's why innocent. That's why as in Zulu Nation, but it's not a lie. Because the person has never been penetrated. No spirit has been in contact with that person. But also, the problem is they believe it. Who said they should believe it? What you believe is what will be.
Yeah.
The end, long and short. And end of it.
Okay. Can we please go back to the Jovicho one then?
Yes.
Let me explain to help you understand further. Shame, you're sitting here thinking, your dad will never be redeemed, your dad will never, no, he can. And I believe there's a reason why you're here. This message must also reach him. Dichovicho, criminals, thugs, when they go do their thing, I agree they do their thing against time.
Yeah.
They work on instinct. Creatives work on instinct. So they are prophesying.
Yes.
sports people, they work on instinct. You get a soccer player on the field, and the soccer player is like, hey man, they do their thing.
Sometimes he's taking a chance.
And they take a chance because they're listening to that prophecy, because they don't have time to doubt that prophecy. They're going gut instinct. And the next day, you'll say, hey, please do that style again. Like, which one? Because that person was in the spirit.
Yes. Please rap like this again, even with us.
Yeah.
Like, please do that beat again.
Yeah.
You can't. Like,
you were in the spirit.
I can't remake ice cream, guys. I've tried.
What you are saying, Gogo, is that you might have a coach, they might teach you techniques, but the teaching ultimately is saying, we are teaching you to open yourself up to the endless possibilities. You have your fellow teammates. You are working with Jabopule and you are whatever. Okay, let me not mention names. You are working with so and you are so, right? And then, but that person might not be there at that time, right? So there's someone else, or on the other side, because you are a left-hander, right? Work with that.
Yeah.
See open opportunities, because the teaching must be fast, right?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Made in the image of God. Sorry to elaborate on what you're saying. Made in the image of God.
Yes.
2 fish, 5 loaves of bread. He actually did it. Made in the image of God. Hey, bruh, there's a robbery going off. 15 bullets. How did you get away? Done.
Yes.
So imagine.
Sometimes it's not going to bopai.
Yes.
You don't know.
Yes.
Ukuthi ngiyakwazi ukubaleka na. Ngekho ngangitshela fokolo.
100%.
So imagine that gangster, that Chavicho, who is so powerful in darkness, when they abandon darkness for the light,
to the light
and transition into the light, imagine how many lives they're going to change. How many people they're going to heal.
Saul, Paul.
Mina guys, personally, and I'll put it here. I'm a Durbanite, and Maningi, it's just that one thing. They live till they're passing.
Yes.
They do everything. You know when they say put your energy on one thing, this mic.
Yeah.
They are, if I have to say religious, for lack of a better word, they are like, Batingita, baby.
It's true.
I love them. But their hearts are pure, guys.
That is why.
Oh, their hearts are pure, guys.
I've got
Chavicho friends.
And their family, they also text with their body. They'll take the body.
So imagine, because most of them don't live to long enough in the physical world to tap into their spirituality. They do it in the spiritual world.
Yeah.
They go there, then they find light in the spiritual world. Imagine having an angel that's such a future.
Yo.
Go. No.
Who's going to mess with you?
Go. No, Yamatwasa, Amabutho. Amabutho is an actual ancestor.
Yeah.
Ibutho, it's a soldier, a person who'll go out and shit up for you.
You don't have
So when enemies are coming, you summon Amabutho. You're like, if there's anybody who was rolling with my ancestors, who was like this, come forward. Fight.
Because they get things done.
It's true. Amabutho.
And they see light. They find light on the other side. And when they start moving in the light on the other side, those are the ancestors that you need by your side, because they will help you navigate the spiritual world.
I know you were
They'll
bad.
help you navigate.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes.
And those who find themselves in prison, they awaken. The point is for them to awaken.
Yeah, it's over, bro.
It's too away. So that's why, please don't lose faith on your timer. There's a reason why today is happening. You cannot lose faith on your timer. Help him. Just give him this message. Chances are he knows already. But imagine if it comes from you. Tell me something. What does 13 mean to you?
Sorry?
The number 13.
That's when I was born.
What's this?
13th.
What's this? 13, the number here.
Yeah.
King number.
It's number 13.
King number.
Get 13. Feeling the world.
Feeling
Are
the
you?
world.
Were you born in April? You're a Pisces.
No.
He's an Aries.
Oh, fire. in a good way. Like,
So-
it's a fire sign. It's a beautiful thing.
You cannot tell me that today is a fluke. You can't tell me that. Your grandmother We say, was she born or passed away on the 19th?
No, she passed away when I was 19.
When you were 19.
That's even...
So this is symbolic.
No.
You were born on the 13th. This cannot be a mistake. This cannot be... We've never met. You were not even meant to be on the set. This can't be a mistake. Damn.
But you know, when you walk with mermaids and water people, good things they happen. You meet Tabo Gamete, you meet Gogo Palesa. We're not dry, we just don't.
Oh, you don't
There
want?
is my father.
She can
in
do
spirit.
that. Come on now, she can do the same thing.
This thing is spiritual. She told me.
Do you accept her or not? Because it's your acceptance.
Huh?
It's about you, it's not about her. You have whom?
Okay, I think we need to
Yes,
continue
I'm good.
after
Yes,
we're
okay.
done with the episode.
You can.
Coco, what are your future plans? And to anybody who is a fan who loves you to bits, what is a little bit of advice you'd give them?
Before that, his ancestors are going to clap me. Please come here. Please come over. They've chosen this. They've chosen this deck. They've chosen this deck. Hey, Batang Mura.
I'm standing
They will
next
be.
to you. There's me. That's me right there.
That's
Please.
me. That's me right there,
That's me
Coco.
right there.
Go do your own thing. I mean, the water.
Please shuffle, blow 3 times, and
That's me.
blow 3 times and pull a card.
Yeah. Don't,
And
please,
again, it's
please
the
don't do
maternal,
that.
it's the maternal ancestors that have the maternal ancestors
It
that,
is.
yeah, your maternal side.
Mom's side.
Blow 3
Mom,
times and
mom,
pull 1
mom,
card.
Mom.
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 Oh,
Mom.
I
No,
like,
Jorge,
I
the
like your
message
watch.
comes
It's
from the
giving
maternal
ceviche.
Anyone?
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, cool. Cool. This one is yours.
Meditation brings answers. Meditation brings answers. Ne? You're big on meditation.
He is.
Thank you.
Sorry, he did say I'm him, he's me. He even knows that. You know that.
You're big on meditation.
I think I'd shout.
So that's why you say they're going to kill me before you can't close. There's no way. There's no way. So
I didn't
they're
see
just
it.
showing you, Jorge, they know you better than you know yourself.
Blue, I don't know him, Blue.
You're big on meditation.
Absolutely.
Very big. So they're saying, no, they're with you every second of your meditation. Rida. But also there's a move coming. There's a great move coming. A professional move coming. There's something big coming. There's a move coming. There's something coming. And I think your reaction is like confirming. So it's validation to say whatever that you know that you've been working on, that you're waiting for, there are answers that are coming. That's a yes. It's a yes answer.
I think you know.
My secret, my votes. My vote, my secret.
My voice is my secret.
As I said a few weeks ago. We're painful.
Yeah, so no. I'm not going to be drowned by yours. Anef, please choose a deck. There's no ways they'll be
Oh,
drowning
I
me.
get to choose, but you have to
That
choose.
lady,
for
I
you.
think she's a witch in my team.
She's out.
No.
Baby, she's out.
Remember, they work differently, so I would like you to please choose.
I must choose, ne?
Yeah, and in fact, they were saying something.
I actually thought this was pointed at me.
We say,
Bye.
oh, your father's side, your paternal side.
Oh
Your
my God, I
paternal side.
knew this.
Yeah, your paternal side. They are here.
Bulan 12.
Your paternal side. They are here.
Mama,
Please choose a deck.
Which, between the 3,
1, 2, 3, 4.
I can choose one.
Choose a deck and then you shuffle and you only pull 1 card.
Oh, I'm Dagwetu. Sipina up, I'm Dagwetu. Gigi,
Yes, babe.
I thought you got my back.
I do all day, every day. You know me.
That's why I love
Me
you,
and my
girl.
friends.
In my crazy 8, show you that crazy 8. Come on now, this place. Also again, I think I did.
Okay,
one at the
blow
top.
3 times and just pull any card from anywhere.
From this side or this side,
Yeah,
any side.
blow anywhere and pull a card from anywhere.
Who? Half.
But your father's father. Your father's father.
Yeah.
I'm so
father.
glad I almost
That's
told you
big. Your
something.
father's father.
Yeah.
Your father's father.
Yeah. I'm already saying this. I'm
Oh,
already
let's
saying
see,
this.
let's see.
It's a royal you.
Yeah, I know I'm royalty.
There you go. So your father's
Oh
father's
my
saying,
God.
we
I'm
here.
royalty.
Yeah, your father's father. The royal you.
Isn't it those people on that side.
Yes,
Yeah.
is one of my spiritual fathers.
Yeah.
Is one of my spiritual
look
fathers.
into you guys
So
are sitting-
remember what I said before you pulled the card? Your father's side, your paternal side,
Yeah.
your father's father.
Yeah.
So he's just saying, hey,
It is what it
Yeah,
is.
that's
hey,
what's up.
we here.
Yeah.
We here.
Oh, thank God. I knew I liked her for a reason.
But also our love is way close from way back before.
So, no,
I mean, I
16.
can feel it.
No,
Mommy,
no,
what's
I
up?
love
You want
you,
me to
love
give her up?
you.
16. What is 16?
16.
How do you resonate with 16?
16.
The number 16. The number 1 or the number 6 or them put together.
Oh, the
16?
options. Oh, so it's 1 and 6.
Marco, so the one you can resonate with, whatever
So
you resonated with.
It basically means
one,
that I don't know currently because
Yeah.
16, in terms of the dates, Pendile passed away on the 21st. If I have to date, even birthdays, everything, 16th, unless if it's
Something to
humanitarian and it's June 16th. But outside of that,
Okay, so here's a very beautiful, powerful message from your pops.
my
One
father,
means-
I can believe that. Oh my God.
yes, this is now your pops. I couldn't be I said your father's
Great.
father. Great one. But now this is pops. Pops is saying 1, transformation, rebirth, new beginnings, leadership. Okay? And he's telling me that you did mention, Khoro, you want to change jobs or you want to, there is a move there, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Okay? And then 6 means peace, balance, harmony, love, marriage.
Ngicela ukucula emshadweni ngizokuthumela i-invoice Zah, I thought we were in this together.
What if you are my man? What are you going to do about that?
Show me zongibulala bantwana.
So, and then 1 plus 6 is 7. So he's saying surrender.
7. Surrender to me.
Surrender.
I am the 7. I was born on the 7th of July. Jesus, 7.
there we go.
Genesis got 7. Surrender to me.
That's already day. But also,
That is
more than
nice.
anything, he's saying he is very impressed and happy that you have surrendered to your spirituality.
Nazok.
And for that, you are going to be blessed. And also, he wants to prove up and wants to show you, I'm going to make things happen for you.
Come on,
There's
this
something
place.
big coming for you. And please share, guys. I don't know who else I said something. There's something big coming.
Him.
But share.
Him.
Yeah.
You said to
Share
Vuga.
with-
Don't worry, he's on my radar, this one.
Vuga, new age
Even
people.
now when he goes to
you
sleep,
know
he
what
goes to
that's
sleep
about.
by 8 now. 8 p.m. you are sleeping. Something big is coming. He must come fast. He must sleep by 8. He must come fast.
So something big is coming because he just wants to say thank you.
Oh, 7. It must
He
be
just
better.
wants to say thank you. Yeah, there we go.
That's it.
I think it's not.
Okay,
I think it's unfair.
I think that lady's a witch.
It's not fair.
That
We
lady
need
is a
to.
witch.
We need to.
I think
Mbadi
that
needs
lady-
to.
Mbadi,
Okay.
don't be with. Expose her if you must expose her. Let me tell you something.
I'm seeing a relocation.
Cape Town, right?
No.
I don't know where. Oh, she's going with you. Yay! Do you know about it? There's a relocation coming for you, but also there's a relocation of moving from ignorance to wisdom.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be physical.
It doesn't have to physical. There's a relocation where you're moving from the physical world to the spiritual world, but also
Gogo, kuningi imdonsa.
ow, because there's a lot happening there.
Nokustaga.
There's a lot happening
Gogo,
there. There's a lot.
Lalela
happening.
mina.
There's a lot to unpack. Ne?
Yo,
Please
kuningi,
shuffle here and blow 3 times.
Hayi kuningi gogo. Namfungwazi, hayi namfungwazi.
Because she still needs to explore herself.
She needs to go with Zah for a weekend.
She needs to
And she
blow
must
and then shuffle, blow 3
Very
times and
nice.
pull a card.
Oh my balls. Bali.
Ngicela ukuthi ublowe kahle lapho futhi.
Those ones,
Boy, boo.
we're taking them.
Oh,
We're taking
profile.
them. We're taking them. These are her messages. Don't worry about them. Don't worry about them. We'll pick them up. Don't read them yet.
Don't read them.
You know, I'm not worried. Tomorrow she's reading.
Gogo yangistressa no gogo won't do right.
Okay, blow 3 times and
1, 2,
pull
3,
a
blow,
card.
blow. Blow like you mean it.
No, it's all the blowing part because I know the
Thank you.
mystical meaning behind it.
I told you. I told you. Please pick up those cards that dropped. I told you.
And it's
And then you were right.
Gogo, like this is her. Like,
You were right. as well.
No, when yahlupha. Ugogo kumele akufundele ukwazela ukufunda amakade wena. Wazela.
Confirmation. Remember I said the location of moving from the physical world to the spiritual world.
Yes.
Moving from ignorance
to wisdom.
To wisdom.
Yes,
Then, one that
Yo, let's
Okay, but which one?
You're a fire guardian.
Okay.
And I'm a water guardian.
No,
Wait. These, can I start with the ones that really stand out? But these ones dropped.
Okay, so we're leaving that for now.
No,
Listen.
listen. The ones that dropped are the ones that God pulled on her behalf, because God wants her to listen to get these messages.
Okay.
Mamed, one, you're a medicine guardian. There's medicine in your lineage. There are healers in your lineage. In your lineage. I like you guys. You guys must hook up.
I'm telling you, I like them.
That looks like a mutua.
Again,
Yes.
you're a shaman, because you also have
spiritual.
a faith
She knows
healing
that.
gift.
She knows that.
So
She
this
knows
is the
it.
validation.
She knows it.
High priest. Right?
She knows it.
Right? And then Spirit Fox, trust your talents in changing times.
We
Again,
spoke
this
about
is the
it.
one that came out.
We
that she
fought
pulled
about
out,
it.
ne?
We fought about it.
Which means trust your talents, plural, meaning you don't carry just one gift.
Yes.
She
She just doesn't trust herself. She's never sure. She feels like people are never genuine with her. Even when I'm trying to, like, it's such a long story, Coco. It's such a long
Because
story.
you know why? She's also she's
David.
in hermit mode, where she is. Things are just at a standstill right now. They're at a standstill because God says, I'm trying to show you who you are. Things cannot move up until you know who you are, and once you embrace what you are protected. Protection guardian.
Protection
you
guardian.
have a lot of protection.
Protection, but she's also protective. In her own sense.
There
like,
you go.
If she's not in a certain space, like,
Yes.
hey.
It's innate. It's in her.
It's like, it's worrying.
So, validation. Fire guardian.
Yeah, definitely.
You are harboring too much anger, honey.
But also,
Right.
she, Gogo,
Anger.
Spot on. She's harboring a lot of anger, but when she pulls up for you, she pulls up for
Yes.
you. Like, she doesn't play with the people she loves.
Yes.
She doesn't play.
So
you know that. She don't play. When she loves you, she loves you. Like, she doesn't have to keep telling you. You will see it. She's that kind of person who go on Twitter and be like,
and I can believe that because this is also a card of passion. She's passionate.
very.
It's a card of passion.
Very.
You're passionate.
Ban lo, wena Gogo Palesa. Ban fire guardian. Umlilo. We're big now. Ignite your passion.
Ignite your chastity.
This is nice, guys.
Ignite your passion.
This is a native something.
You're a healer
Sounds like
by
fire.
birth.
Yeah.
You're a protective.
I like this one the most though.
You're a protective
Medicine
person.
mother.
And things are at a standstill, Konamanje. They are at a standstill. Because God wants you to understand who you are. And to embrace who you are. There's no... what she was saying, I've been telling her. So maybe it's time that you start listening to her. Because niyafana.
Honestly, it's
Niyafana because you're both healers.
India,
I won't, no.
And in native,
some of these things must be spoken about off camera, but this
All right,
relationship
so I
is
think
very complex.
we've covered everyone. At least I know I'm not going to be strangled in my dreams. No ancestors are going to say, what about my child?
Coco, it's
Why
like
didn't you
food
talk to my
now.
child?
Coco, funde. It's food now.
Fund me.
Coco, pick a box.
Yeah, pick up two.
But Gogo, thank you so much for coming through. This was absolutely amazing, guys.
Right?
A huge shout out for Gogo Palesa. Yo,
Oh man,
what a way to start the year.
Yeah.
What a way to start.
I'm really excited about this one. Yo, I hope God continues to bless you.
Thank you.
Yo,
I receive.
I don't even know what to say, man. What are you saying?
Thank you. I receive.
She's like,
No, I'm saying say what you gotta say because you are the best at it.
yeah, she really is. She really
Thank
is.
you. No, thank you so much. everything is planned by God. I didn't know this was going to happen. I didn't know I was going to be here, but by divine God's planning and appointment, we are here.
Right.
And I'm so grateful that I shared the space with you guys, delivered messages to you guys, and because it brings me peace as well. It brings me happiness when I do what I'm called to do. You know. So earlier on you asked me, so what's my plan this year, whatever. My plan will be uncovered and unveiled as we go. Oof. But currently, every second Monday, I'm on Metro FM on Kuzo Teledi's show every second Monday.
Shout out to my girls, Kuzo.
Hey,
I love her so much.
Isn't she just
Listen, Kuzo Teledi. Love it.
Isn't she just a vibe?
I love
so every second Monday, 11:15, I'm on her show, and every now and again I'm on my lives. But currently, God has said just hang 10 a bit because we are doing things differently.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting on Him to show me what we're doing differently and how we're going to do it.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
For free.
Hey.
I'll shoot you a spiritual show.
Yeah. But that needs to come where I want consultations with her every 6 months.
You're gonna read all celebrities. I'll find them for you.
Yeah, shout out.
Come on to this place.
And there you have it, the gift that keeps on giving. Gogo Palesa.
The gift that keeps on giving.
That's a huge one. Thank you. Thank you so much. And it's done. And it's done. 2024. POV, baby. You know what time it is.